My good friend and coach Ryan G. Thomas phrased this concept beautifully. Success in anything comes from consistent and deliberate practice over an extended period of time. I'm confident that many of you heard some variation of this over your lifetime. The question is, what areas of life that are significant to you have you actually applied it to, and what are the results? Greetings. My name is Joseph Yagar. Welcome to another Life in Perspective broadcast. My objective is to provide thought-provoking discussions so you can optimize your perspective on life. Throughout history, this universal philosophy has been true and passed down to generations. Yet, the percentages of the wannabes versus the bees hasn't changed much. 95% of us still work for the other 5%, and being among the top 1% is still coveted, yet it remains the 1%. Why that is actually no mystery, and the formula on paper is actually simple and straightforward. And most of us actually exercise it several times for a period of time, but rarely consistently and deliberately over an extended period of time. I'll be the first to admit that if breaking this formula was a crime, I'd be serving a life sentence. Before I continue, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so by clicking the subscribe link below. You may also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Winston Churchill famously said that success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. Is it realistic that our enthusiasm will be at peak levels throughout our pursuit of a goal? Hardly. Is that normal and okay? Absolutely. It's how long we hold on to that dip in enthusiasm and our ability to regain it that will determine the outcome of the particular pursuit. Again, I'll be the first to admit that I hung out in that dip too long, and the enthusiasm only came back when I believed my own excuses enough to pursue something else. That is the only cycle I repeated consistently and deliberately over an extended period of time. That's why I felt that I could never get ahead. So I eventually justified settling for the serial mediocrity with gratitude and being at peace with the false belief that I wasn't meant to achieve the success I wanted and would be better served to redefine success to fit my circumstances. Can you relate? Well, here's a wake-up call for you if you haven't had one already. And if you are still watching this video, you realize it and are looking for a clue. There is going to come a point in your life when you're going to either give up and settle, or you're going to be so fed up and even haunted by your stubbornness to keep your spin cycle of insanity going in the hope that you'll end up with a better result. The latter, if you recognize it for what it is the opportunity you want to seize more than any you have previously, because it will likely come at your darkest hour and while you're on the edge of despair. Of course, you don't have to wait to be on the edge of despair to recognize that you're not heading in a direction you had in mind. You can spend more time fine-tuning your emotional intelligence and mental stamina by learning from those who have legitimately reached the objective you seek for yourself, such as the top 1% in your desired endeavor, rather than trying to satisfy the expectations of the 99% who work for that. It doesn't require rocket science to figure out that the top 1% in any field are not concerned about meeting the expectations of the other 99% and are obviously doing things the other 99% unwilling to do consistently and deliberately over an extended period of time, even when enthusiasm is somewhat low. Why? Their enthusiasm is never low for long because it is fueled by the desire that made them pursue their big idea in the first place. Their desire to pursue and achieve is far greater than their self-doubt and fear of failure. It's time you come to grips, as I did, that no matter what you hear and wish to believe, there is no shortcut to success. There is no predetermined time frame that guarantees you will achieve a desired result. That if you're not willing to show up with as much enthusiasm on the bad days as you manage on the good days, you'll likely talk yourself right out of success. That the law of attraction without action is just a movie. that no one owes you anything, nor does life, and that you're entitled to nothing other than the choices before you, whether you like them or not. And, most importantly, that no one will ever take you seriously if you haven't proven yourself consistently and deliberately over an extended period of time. Now, if you're wondering why you should listen to an unknown with a small channel whose success isn't displayed on Oprah, I get it. I used to wonder the same thing until I realized that these folk who are of my generation took their light bulb moment and didn't waste time wondering and making excuses while I did, and spent time taking action based on the very same ideals I shared with you today. The irony of it all? My light bulb was finally lit by someone I never heard of before. So, ask yourself, who or what will it take to light yours? Please like, subscribe, and share this video, and let me know what topics you would like my perspective on in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.